Hey everyone, this is Spencer with SB Mowing, and this was an empty house that had a disgusting driveway. I was hanging out with the lawn care juggernaut, and we came across this house in southwest Arkansas.
Have you ever wondered how something as ordinary as cutting grass could ripple out into millions of lives? This is not a tale about lawns. It's a story about how one young man turned sweat, weeds, and stubborn determination into something far greater than himself. The present before the past. Today, SB Mowing is a name recognized around the world. His YouTube videos rack up millions of views. His TikToks spread like wildfire, and his audience spans continents. People watch not just to see the satisfying transformation of messy lawns into neat striped works of art, but because behind every cut blade of grass is a human story. Veterans struggling to get by to elderly neighbors overwhelmed by age and single parents working 3 jobs. It's all about forgotten yards that symbolize forgotten people. But this global movement didn't begin in a studio or with a business plan. It began with a rusty mower, a Kansas summer sun, and a kid who simply wanted to help out. The early spark. It all started with a barely 11 boy in Wichita, Kansas. Too young for a job, but too restless to sit still. He hauled out his dad's hand-me-down mower. It was bold, loud, and shook like it was trying to rattle itself apart. Still, he went door to door, sweat dripping down his forehead before the sun even climbed high. He wasn't chasing attention or planning a future empire. He just wanted to feel useful, maybe earn a few bucks, and hear a neighbor's kind word. Reliability became his calling card. No matter the heat, no matter the rain, he showed up. 1 lawn became 3, 3 became 5, and soon enough, the entire neighborhood knew the boy with the rattling mower would always keep his word. High school grind. By the time Spencer hit high school, that shaky old mower had been replaced with something sturdier. He scraped together enough to buy a secondhand zero-turn, and a trailer that had seen better days. His dad had to chauffeur him to jobs until he finally got his license, and when he did, he taught himself to drive a stick-shift truck. Every stall, every grinding gear at a busy intersection was just another challenge to overcome the way he handled everything else head-on. This wasn't just side work anymore. It was a rhythm. Every cut lawn wasn't just grass trimmed. It was character being built, responsibility, trust, a reputation for never quitting. College years in motion. Eventually, Kansas State University called. Spencer chose computer science, the safe career choice. He buried himself in labs and lectures, took on the role of resident assistant in the dorms, even joined an a cappella group to break up the stress. But every summer he went back to Wichita where his clients waited, lawns overgrown, counting on the same young man they trusted for years. For Spencer, mowing was more than money. When the chaos of college life left him spinning, mowing lawns reminded him who he was, the comfortable but empty job. In 2021, he graduated, a fresh degree, a remote software job in Chicago. He finally got some stability, but soon the excitement faded. The work felt hollow, repetitive, and mechanical. He missed the roar of engines, the smell of grass, and the visible proof of a hard day's work. Scrolling through his phone one evening, he stumbled across videos of people restoring overgrown lawns, just raw clips of messy yards being tamed where millions of viewers were hooked. Something inside him clicked, and the idea of starting a YouTube channel was born. The first videos. His first attempt was simple. He filmed himself cleaning up a messy yard, posted it to YouTube, and a few thousand views trickled in. Nothing wild, but enough to spark curiosity. Andrea, his girlfriend at the time, now his wife and business partner, had a sharper eye. She motivated him to start uploading on TikTok and told him to show the short and satisfying part. He followed her advice, and that one decision changed everything. The clip went viral, racking up 7 million views almost overnight. He posted it to YouTube too, where tens of thousands of views piled on. His second video got 5 million more. Within weeks, his subscriber count shot to 60,000. YouTube approved him for monetization, opening the door to something he'd never considered, making a living by doing what he loved most, the leap of faith. By October 2021, Spencer had a choice: either stay at his safe desk job or leap headfirst into something entirely new. And of course, they chose the leap. Equipped with nothing but a mower, a camera, and Andrea behind the scenes, he began telling stories with every lawn. No scripted dramas or polished stunts, just authentic moments with real people, an elderly widow, a veteran in need, or a mom stretched too thin. Beth's transformation. Then came Beth, an 85-year-old woman slapped with a $240 fine for her overgrown yard.
A disabled elderly lady, and she just needs a lot of help getting her lawn back into shape. Otherwise, they're gonna have to charge her like $250 to have somebody come out and cut it.
Mobility issues left her helpless, the weeds towering taller than Spencer himself. He got to work at once. Vines strangling fences, brush swallowing walkways, weeds hiding half the yard, cleared one patch at a time. By the time he was done, the property looked good as new. Beth stepped outside, eyes brimming with tears. She hadn't felt kindness like that in years. The video exploded with 94 million views across platforms. Viewers didn't just watch, they responded. Spencer launched a modest GoFundMe aiming for $50,000. Donations poured in, smashing expectations. By the end, over $893,000 had been raised by more than 35,000 people.
What it looks like right here. And so I set this up, and people could go there and donate, and that was the video of me mowing your lawn last summer. If you look over here, the total amount we've raised is $885,000.
The funds, managed carefully by a trustee, went toward rebuilding her life, a driveway repair, a wheelchair ramp, safer living condition, even exploring a retirement facility where she could feel secure. The ripple widened. From that moment on, SB Mowing was more than a channel, it was a movement. Viewers, inspired by Spencer, picked up mowers and rakes in their own neighborhoods, offering to volunteer while others donated.
Hello?
I had a question about this house.
Oh yeah, what about it?
Does anyone live in there?
No, it's been lonely for a while.
I have a YouTube channel where I mow lawns for free.
Oh really?
So I thought about doing that one because I saw it was
Yeah,
getting
that was pretty bad. Be nice if you clean it out.
But as the spotlight grew, so did the criticism. Online forums claimed his work was staged, too polished, maybe even fake. Rumors circulated about lawsuits, but Spencer never fed the negativity. He simply kept mowing, always with permission, always with respect, letting actions speak louder than words. Behind the lens. While Spencer worked in the yards, Andrea worked in the background. She held the camera, edited the footage, organized schedules, and kept the operation running when things got chaotic. Her role wasn't flashy, but it was essential. Together, they made SB Mowing what it is. In 2023, Spencer officially passed his original mowing route to his younger brother, ensuring the family legacy continued while freeing him to focus entirely on the mission of giving back. Expanding the mission, SB Mowing grew beyond grass. From pressure washing sidewalks to clearing driveways, and even a Spanish-language channel to reach new audiences. Then came his merch, playful shirts and hats with slogans like, "I'm sexy and I mow it." Sponsorships followed from brands like Bad Boy Mowers, Muck Boots, and Mariyama. The financial rewards were impressive to say the least. Between $20,000 and $30,000 each month from YouTube ads alone, plus income from merchandise and sponsorships, his reach skyrocketed. Nearly 3 million YouTube subscribers, 14 million TikTok followers, 4 million on Instagram, and billions of views worldwide. But instead of chasing luxury cars or mansions, Spencer funneled his earnings back into the mission. He didn't just talk about kindness, he reinvested in it. Why it works? Why does his content resonate so deeply? Sure, the mowing is satisfying with straight lines, crisp edges, and the before and after payoff, but that's not what moves people to tears. It's the human connection, the simple fact that in a world that can feel cold and self-absorbed, one man shows up sweaty and sore to say, "You matter. I've got you." Spencer doesn't call himself a hero. He insists he's just a guy with a mower and a camera. Yet the ripple he created proves something extraordinary, that sometimes all it takes is one ordinary act repeated with heart. So if you had the chance to make someone's life easier with one simple act, what would you do? Would you mow a lawn, cook a meal, or just sit and listen? And more importantly, do you think kindness can still ripple the way Spencer has shown us? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if this story inspired you even a little, hit the like button and subscribe for more, because who knows, the next ripple could start with you.